Hey there, and howdy to all you good people out there in football land. It's your old cousin Scotty here again with another set of my pigskin picks. Got a new do this week, too. Boy, last week we had a mess of upsets. It was nearly as bad as getting a hold of some of Uncle John's catfish after it's laid in the fridge 3 or 4 days. First you say it, then you do it. Well, that'll about explain all of that. And my luck was no different. I got 5 out of 7 last week. Could have been a lot worse if Miami hadn't blown down the field on a miracle drive at the end and them South Carolina Yardbirds amazingly held Tennessee out of the end zone on 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Crazy stuff, people. Crazy stuff. Well, let's forget all that stuff in the past and get on to what we do here. Pick some winners of the future. Here we go. Michigan versus Penn State. The wounded Wolverines will head into Happy Valley Saturday night and try to keep a 3-game win streak going against them Nittany Lions. I said try. The number 2 Nits moved into that spot due to an upset of the then number 2 Clemson Tigers. Penn State has been rolling over their opponents so far, but they're untested in the real world as of yet. This will be a midterm exam for Jane Franklin's felines, and they better have studied up on them Midwest varmints, or the upset monster could take another bite out of a perfect season. Cousin Scotty's pick in a close one. Penn State. Syracuse versus Miami. The upstate New York Orangemen will fly south for an early fall confrontation with a Category 4 Atlantic storm. The Orange have a new swagger after beating up on Clemson last week in the Carrier Dome. But let me tell you, Hard Rock Stadium ain't got no roof, and that 3:30 Miami heat is going to feel like mid-July to them boys. As the day wears on, Miami will bring Syracuse back down to earth from their high-flying week. I just don't think these guys are capable of raining on another parade. Speaking of rain, the storm clouds brewing over Miami are not a welcome sight for anyone coming to the house that Mark is building. Cousin Scotty's pick, Miami. Fresno State versus San Diego State. A late-night West Coast showdown between the Bulldogs and the Aztecs should be entertaining enough to keep real football fans up into the wee hours of Sunday morning. Even though it's mid-season, this game could decide the Mountain West Western Division champ. The Bulldogs are 3-0 so far in the division, and Rocky Long can downplay this game all he wants. But if the Aztecs drop this one, not only does the old oil can go back home with the Dogs, but any chance of a conference title goes with it as well. Cousin Scotty's pick, San Diego State. Arkansas versus Auburn. A stunned group of Tigers will head into Brett Bielema's hog pen and try to recover from a shocker in Baton Rouge. At this point of the season, many coaches are on the hot seat, and the SEC is one place you do not want that status. Gus Malzahn has done okay in Auburn, but okay won't cut it in Tigerland. Bielema is a foregone conclusion to be let go soon, and after War Eagle becomes the chant at War Memorial Stadium, early that is, Brett's firing could come sooner than later. The real odd part of this game is Gus Malzahn might just be submitting his resume to the powers that be in Fayetteville. Cousin Scotty's pick in the game, Auburn, and for losing a coach, Auburn. Alabama versus Tennessee. If y'all need my help picking this one, bless your heart. Kentucky versus Mississippi State. The Wildcats from the Bluegrass State will head into Starkville to face their first of 2 big bad Bulldogs. The Dogs are coming off a big win over a bad BYU team, have taken out LSU, and then got blown out a week later in Athens. Which dog are we going to see Saturday? The Cats, on the other hand, are playing pretty good, consistent football and could overcome and even overpower an 11-point favorite Bulldog team. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There is more than one way to skin a cat, but they're every one fun. I just don't know if this dog will hunt, and if it does, can he catch the most elusive of them cats? Cousin Scotty's pick in an upset, Kentucky. If Thursday night's game with Memphis and Houston is any preview of things to come. It's going to be another crazy college football weekend. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this installment. I'll try to do better next week, so come on back and see how I did. Oh, and a shout out to Feinbaum. Call me. Now, go get some sweet tea, hot wings, and whatever else you need. Turn on the TV and watch some football. Y'all have a great weekend. God bless you, and God bless America.